Hi, so today after our session, I'm going to have you take home a culturegram. A culturegram is something where you have your name in the middle, and then there's these bunch of different sections, such as like hobbies, values, um, any kind of groups you're a part of, where you are in school, and anyway, so in each of those sections, you write a few sentences or some bullet points about what those sections are to you and what they mean. It may feel weird to kind of write these sections out. May kind of feel redundant because you know what those sections are to you, but it's important to be able to describe those to other people and to maybe even get into the habit of asking other people those specific questions. I know for me personally, sometimes when I'm in the hobbies section, I need to break it up between outdoor and indoor hobbies because I want to make sure that people know I do things inside and I do things outside, and for some reason, that's really important to me. Um, this is just kind of like a snapshot of your life. This is kind of just a way for me to have a better understanding of what you feel about these different sections of your life. And then later on, when you bring it in next section and I read it, we can go into it a little bit more detail. And if maybe you weren't able to fit something on the page, we can then, discuss it. Um, I think that also, if you feel that there isn't a section on this culturegram that you feel like is important, you can always flip it over on the back and make your own section. And then we can talk about why that section is important to you and why you feel like it needs to be there, which is great. I always want to learn the most I can about you. This activity I use for anybody of any age. I think it's just a really good way to look at who you are as a person and who you feel like you are, and it may even give you some insight into yourself that you had never really considered before. Because sometimes when we look at our lives, we look at it as the big picture and we don't really look at it in these tiny little sections. It's also a good way to know if you are lacking in any area. If you get to a section like values and you feel like you're stumped, it's a good way to explore why that's there. So I'm really excited to get into it with you, and I hope that you have a really fun time filling it out. And we'll talk about it next session.